Kia ora, ko tia hara mai. Welcome to today's 5-minute Makerspace. So we're making something really fun today, but we are using our maths, so the M in STEAM. We're going to make some friendship bracelets today. So come on in, let's take a closer look. So we're going to need some measuring implements. We need a ruler, protractor. We're going to be using our compass. We need a pencil. We need a tape measure, though that is not essential. We need something to cut with, a little bit of blue tack or putty, a little bit of sticky tape, and of course some wool. So before you make a start with anything else, measure out lengths of 7 different types of wool. Make sure that they're different colours. You want the length to be about 90 centimetres each. So have that ready to go before you start. The next thing you'll need to do is measure your friend's wrist, just using a tape measure. If you don't have a tape measure, just use a piece of wool and use that as your measurement. Now let's make a start. We need some stiff cardboard. Measure 40 millimetres or 4 centimetres on your compass, and that will give our circle a diameter of 8 centimetres. Draw this on your piece of card. Now, using your compass, place it over the dot in the centre and mark angles of every 45 degrees, just around the top semicircle. So 45, 90, 135, and of course there'll be 180. You can make the mark there at 0 and 180 as well. Then take your ruler, and as long as you pass through the central point, you won't need to use your protractor to mark the 45 degrees on the other side. So I've got a diagonal line, a vertical line, and a horizontal line. And then one more diagonal line. Now, using your ruler again, I want you to mark 2 centimetres from the middle of the circle. Mark that along each line. Now cut out your circle. Now with your scissors, cut in to each mark. The final step in making your template is pop down your piece of blue tack, because we need to make a hole larger in the centre. You can use a skewer, and then when that's large enough, use a pencil. You'll need the hole to be large enough so your wool can go through the middle. Now take your wool that you've pre-prepared. You've got 7 strands in total. Feed it through the hole. You could use your pencil to push them through if you need to. Then make a knot on the other side. You may need an adult to help. Then turn the template over and feed a piece of wool into each set, apart from the last one. Now count clockwise from the empty slit. and take the third strand of wool and pull it across to fill the empty slit. Then turn the loom anti-clockwise so the empty slit is at the bottom. Repeat the last step. So count 3 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and fill it to the bottom slit. Turn it around. 1, 2, 3. So the empty one. Turn it around again. 1, 2, 3. Continue the process and you'll start to see your friendship band take shape underneath. Keep going until you have a length of woven strands long enough to fit around your friend's wrist. So now, having spent the time, we've got a length of bracelet that should be long enough to go around someone's wrist. So just take the pieces of wool out of the slits and then pull it through. Make a knot at the end, and you may need an adult to help you do that. And make sure that lines up with the last part of your weaving. Pull that nice and tight. And then just cut off a similar length to what you've got on the other end. And then you're ready to tie it round a friend's wrist, just with a double knot. And I might not quite be able to do that by myself, but what you have is a lovely looking friendship bracelet. And maybe your friend will make one for you too. I hope you've enjoyed making friendship bracelets today, and we've done some maths along the way too. Thanks for joining me. Please join me again. Ka kite.